Welcome everyone to this week's home learning video. For a warm-up this week, we're going to play sum and difference. Have a look at the two dice and see if you can work out what the sum is, so what is it when they're added together, and what the difference is. What's the difference between the numbers on those dice? Tell the adult that you're there with. So for this one, the sum is 7, because 5 and 2 is 7. And the difference is 3. Because 5 take away 2 is 3. What about this one? What's the sum? What are they when they're added together? And what's the difference? Tell the person that you're working with. Well, the sum, 3 and 3, is 6 when they're added together. And the difference is 0. They're the same. And your last example. What's the sum and what's the difference? Tell the person you're working with. So the sum is 10, because 6 and 4 is 10. And the difference is 2, because 6, take away those 4, leaves 2. We're going to build on what you did last week for this week's home learning activity. Last week we played Difference Connect 4. If you want to do, you can have another game, just the same game. So here, if I rolled a 6 and a 4, we've already seen the difference is 2, so I might start by crossing off my 2. If my partner rolls a 3 and a 3, that's a difference of 0, so they might think, oh, I'm going to choose this 0, and keep going until someone manages to connect 4. But I'm going to let you choose which game or which games you play this week. Instead, you might want to try Sum Connect 4, which is where you roll 2 dice and then you add up the sum of the 2 dice and then cross off that number. So if I'm playing Sum Connect 4, I use the board that says Sum Connect 4, and 3 and 3 is 6. So instead of finding the difference, I find the sum and I cross off the 6. If my partner then rolls a 5 and a 2, they'll think, well, the sum of that is 7, so which 7 am I going to go for? How about this one here? It's the same game, but this time you're using the sums. Again, can you connect 4? Now, if you want an extra challenge, and you're feeling especially brave, you might have a go at Sum or Difference Connect 4. When you're playing Sum or Difference Connect 4, and you roll your dice, you can either choose a number which is the sum of the 2 dice. So you could cross here off a 7, or you can think, no, I'm going to choose a number that's the difference between the 2 dice instead. So I could cross off a 3. I think this time I'm going to cross off the difference, which is the 3. And so I'm going to choose this 3. Now for their go, my partner's rolled a 3 and a 3. They could cross off a 0 because the difference is 0, or they could go for the sum, which is a 6. They have a look at the board, they think, which one am I going to cross off? And they think, well, how about this 6 underneath here? So they've chosen, rather than the difference, to cross off the sum. Keep playing, you can use either the sum or the difference. Who's the first to connect 4? I would love to see if you've managed to have a go at that, our ultimate challenging game. We'll really look forward to seeing your work in your home learning book. Again, it would be great to see any of the grids you've played or a comment on how you've got on those games. Thanks very much. See you in class.